So, one of my favorite writers in terms of horror, I've got a couple of them that I really enjoy, like Brian Keane or Robert McMahon, Bentley Little, Stephen King, some of them, but a couple of them which I really enjoy was Richard Laymon. He was a horror writer that wrote 30 novels or so, more or less, and back in the mid 80s, 90s, and then the early 2000s. Then he died quite suddenly, so he stopped writing. And his type of writing is very vivid, very dark, very sexual, very splatter, term if you wish. So I bought like a couple of them back in the day when I bought James Herbert, John Skip, David Seltzer, and so on. And so I bought these 3 novels. There were 4, but Richard Laymon, Midnight Lair, Richard Laymon, One Night Rain, and then Woods Are Dark. When I read this one, I immediately understood that I really would love this author. And so I bought some more. I bought Night in Lumsden October, or Amara, and a couple of others. So they were selling an awesome books, and I bought the whole collection, all of his collection of paper novels, and a couple of them in hardcover. So in hardcover, I have here Out Are the Lights, which is a short story collection, and Blood Game. In terms of paper, I believe I've got either all of them or at least most of them, to be honest, and some are, this is like, I've got in terms of time. Night Show, this is one of the earliest novels he wrote, like 84. Night Show, Beware. You can pause if you wish to read like the blur. The Beast House, this is a series of books he wrote. This is the first one, Beast House. Flesh, really cool covers. Dark Mountain, Funland, interesting that some of them are pretty big, some are very short. He wrote like 2-3 novels per year or so. Resurrection Dreams, The Stake, Darkness Tell Us, Blood Game. Again, I've read it. This I've got in hardcover and not. Savage, Bite, Body Rights, Endless Night, some pretty cool. Quake, another cool. These are the biggest ones, I believe. Iceland. Feats. After Midnight. Midnight Tour. This is another Beast House novel. Beast House, as you can see. Richard Laymon among the missing. Come out tonight. Traveling Vampire Show, one of his best known authors. Friday Night in Beast House, another Beast House, The Wilds. Dreadful Tales. Sorry, something is falling off. Night of Lonesome October. There is another novel with the same name. Very confusing. Both of these I'm going to read it in October, just because they have October in the name. No Sanctuary. Now, the last two. Amara. Introduction by Dean Koontz. And finally, The Glory Bus. This, I don't know if this was his last book, I believe so. There is The Lake, but I don't have it. The books under this Beast House are, as said here, The Cellar, The Beast House, The Midnight Tour, and then the other one I've mentioned, Friday Night in Beast House, and I believe The Cellar. This is the first and last book like I'm missing is The Cellar and that one. So this is Richard Laymon's novels. Just to be under 10 minutes, the movie. Let me show you a couple more, but not Richard Laymon, but another author. I've got several of his books, and this is Shaun Hutson, The Slugs. This is the first novel in the series. Then we've got a couple of dual omnibus editions of two novels, Eden and Nemesis. Pretty big book. Captives and Breeding Ground. Breeding Ground is also a slugs novel. Dead Day and Renegades, another omnibus edition. Purity and Deadhead, yeah. I bought this on news store, so that's why. A trilogy, Relics, Spawn, and Shadows. Spawn is also a slugs novel, I believe. That's what I believe. Maybe not, maybe yes. But who will know when I read it? finally, Erebus and Victims 345. So, just because I'm talking about other horror novels like in the 80s and 90s, we've got here Dan Simmons, Karen Comfort, Ramsey Campbell, The Angry Moon, very cool cover, very cool, different, the same one, Ancient Image, Cold Print, and The Count of 11, no, Midnight Sun, sorry. Count of 11 is not his book. David Seltzer, The Omen to Prophecy. This is the first novel in the series, I believe so. Now, Robert McCannon, South. Very cool horror novel. I believe it is more like children's, not children's, but coming of age story, but or don't know if that was it is. Boy's Life. This is a sequel. Usher Passing.